I seen somebody say the other day, said, where would I be without life alert? Motherfucker said, goddamn, still on the floor. Damn. That shit fucked up. Still on the floor, man. I just don't want to go to no home, yo. If I go to home, they gonna keep locking my ass up, cause I'm gonna keep running. I told my kids that the other day. I said, y'all better not put me. Hey, I'm gonna be out, cause I'm talking about. They better not let me still have, I'm gonna be a wild ass little dude. I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm out, cause y'all tripping. I got shit to do. You talking about goddamn checkers at 12, man. I'm about to check up out this bitch, girl. I'm out. Yeah, I don't know. I could never put my mom in the home. Like, regardless, I'm not putting it. Like, if she can't be something, she come with me. And my wife's family the same. Like, your mom and daddy get to that point, that's not right to put them in the home unless they have to go to the hospital for the final, thing. No, some people have to be placed somewhere, and I understand that. But like, if I got the means, you know what I mean? If I have a means to put them in a home, it got to be one that's not really just a home. It's like a living facility, like really like they got a house. I don't want them in one of them low ass places. I don't want my mama in one of them little ass hospital joints. You know what I mean? I want her to be comfortable. Yeah. Any type of what now? Alright, turn that TV off for me. I said, hey, you must turn the TV off in there for me. What you said now? He came in. You said any kind of what now? Breeze? Oh, diaper? Yeah. Oh yeah, you know what I mean? But at that point, that's when you get them. That's like I'm trying to like my grandma. She's at home. Like it doesn't. Yeah, we pay month for her, the person to come sit with her and everything. We do that. But I'd rather go like that. You know what I mean? If that's how it's got to be. Yeah, and even if I gotta pay rent, like by that time, my mama has a great 401k right now. You know what I mean? So she'll have in retirement income, and the company she's with is not making no decisions that's gonna fuck her 401k. She works for the insurance company. You know what I mean? Insurance is not going anywhere. She worked for the biggest insurance company, and if it goes somewhere, that's because everything gone nowhere. And we probably ain't talking about no home then. We talking about everybody needs somewhere to live, cause so you know what I mean? But yeah, I like my grandma got Alzheimer's. She had like 2 strokes. You know what I mean? She's still functioning, but she can't be there by herself. Like she was there by herself like a month ago. It's just a little gap in between the people coming, and she went outside for something and just got locked out and walked up. Was supposed to go. She was going to the neighbor house. Ended up kept walking up the lane. Like she lived out in the country, way down a lane. You know what I mean? She ended up walking up the lane. A dog can run up anything. You know what I mean? She ain't gonna be able to defend herself. So. Yeah, they don't know what's up. I mean, and that's why. Yeah, it definitely is, and she's definitely. She was. I can't say the earliest stage because she's developed it for 3 years now. So every time my daddy called me drunk, like he's a bitch at night, I'm scared. Like that's like, cause he never called me unless he's either drunk, and that's the only other reason somebody's gone. You know what I mean? My grandma tough though. She watched all my kids. She had 5 children, and she watched 3 of them. I mean, she buried 3 of them. You know what I mean? All from health things, like just heart. Really, I think the heart was all of them. As I said, I mean, matter of fact, 3. She had Ronnie, 3. All of them. My uncle Ricky passed away. He had diabetes. And he struggled that all life. And then my aunt, she had a stroke or something, and had that thing put in her neck. What's that thing called, the trachea or something like that, where they put that. And then my other uncle, he died of a heart attack. You know what I mean? My granddaddy died of a heart attack. You know what I mean? When I was like 8. But he had a heart attack. They replaced his heart 10 years before. I told him it was only gonna last like 3-4 years. But he lived 10. And that was early heart transplants. He had a full heart transplant. They told him it was only gonna last him about 3-4 years, 5 max. And he had to get ready to go and figure something out. His early stages of the heart transplant, but he really 10 years, and then I think he was a stroke or something. Finally, he was I remember going to the hospital. I don't really remember much. I was real young. I remember it was Wag though. That was my guy, man. I could have learned a lot more from him, especially because he had stopped drinking the same way I did before I got there. Before I was born, he stopped drinking. He used to drink tough too. Of course, my daddy won't talk about don't drink. He said, "How he gonna tell you he drunk?" He ain't listening to him. His punk ass supposed to come get my trash the other day. And I called him, telling him how the game went Saturday. He told me, "Oh man, I forgot, cuz." So yeah, it's like you forgot 1988, 89, 90. It's alright, man. I ain't like that no more. That's just talking shit. I wouldn't say that. Back in the day, I remember that's twice we got the fist fighting, me and my pops, and both times it was like that. He was drunk, I was drunk, and he got down. What he said, one time we was out. We had a great night. It was with my uncle. My uncle's in like retired military, Marine, 30 years. You know what I mean? So we was out with him. They went into the old head spot. I couldn't get in. I was only like 16. 15. I couldn't even get in, but I was drunk as a bitch. I just sat outside in the parking lot, pumped in the car, holding out the old joints. Freaking, he came out and he was leaving. It was cool. He was just telling me, "Yeah, young boy, you had a good time." Like, "Yeah, man, I'm drunk as a bitch. I'm high as a bitch in the bathroom. It's gone." Zooted. He talking about some, "Yeah, man, I'm always there for you, man. I always been there for you." And normally, I just let it go. I wouldn't say nothing, but I was drunk. You know what I mean? I was drunk, and he said that. I said, "What you say, man?" He said, "I'm always here for you, cuz. Don't never forget it, man." I said, "Cuz, what?" The first thing I said, just like this, what about 89, man? 88, 90? I said, "Bro, I didn't really see you for real like that till like 95, cuz. And even then, you was just popping here and there. My grandma was talking about you out of town, and you in jail, cuz. Like, what are you talking about? And he was like, "What? You listen to that bullshit your mama feeding?" I said, "What you talking about my mama feeding, cuz? I remember, bro. What are you talking about? I remember going to grandma's house. You was supposed to be there every other weekend. You're not there. Grandma, grandpa there. You're not there, bro. You talking about you in New York out of town? And I get a box with some with the snorkel in it and some Timbs and shit. You talking about you in New York, man? The whole time you in the feds, like." You was in the feds one time, then you just kept going. You went to the feds one time for some real shit, and then the rest you was just drunk, driving suspended license, driving drunk with a suspended license, without a license, whatever. You know what I mean? That's all he did. He still drive like a bitch. Nah, he don't really do as much. I know he still do it, but it definitely. He watched all. He's the youngest child in all his. He got his sister who's like a little couple years older than him, and then everybody else gone. His mama, his dad gone. He tired of going to jail. He lost. Like I was. He used to get mad when I talked, but when I went and talked to the boys at the high school, he's part of my story. My father, you know what I mean? So I was like, I ain't had no pops. When I met this football coach that I went, and that's the reason I go to this high school and talk to them boys every 4 years. He is a father figure to me, bro. I will pull up on that man anyway. He can call me anytime. I can call him anytime. You know what I mean? And I haven't played for him 15 years. 12 years, 13 years. But he gave me something I never had. You know what I mean? Guidance. Real guidance. Not just bullshit. Like, it was football, but he was teaching me things. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, cause you never know, man. Yeah, and the whole time you'll never know. Like my coach tell me all the time, like it's just like, you know what I mean? Like he told me, like, he tells me that when you coaching, you don't know what all these kids. He cares about the kids. He said, he offered me a job. I just couldn't take it until my records cleared up. But he said, you know what I mean, if you're trying to just get in here and win a championship and all that, you're not gonna last long, because once you get it, it's over. And you know, what drive do you have? Yeah, what drive do you have? You know, you got to do this for something more. For the, you know, you got to really want to see these boys make it to something. You know, to do something with themselves, and it doesn't matter what it is. Just be like me. That's why a lot of people come in there, players come in, and he's got police coached a couple NFL players older. You know what I mean? Not even no big names, but just you know what I mean, older NFL dudes and dudes who's like my boy. He's his son played for the team. He plays on that. He's like he works for the Department of Defense. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean, guys who got jobs like that. He coached a lot of great, outstanding men. You know what I mean? But me, my story a little different. You know what I mean? I kind of went down the wrong path when I got hurt and shit, and I kind of got stuck. You know what I mean? Got lost for a while. But I had, you know, the things I learned from football made me, you know, what made me a good football player was what brought me back. You know what I mean? And gave me light again. You know what I mean? Showed me what was really important out here in these streets, which is my family. You know what I mean? Just being a good person. You know, all that extra stuff I was doing, bro, it means nothing at the end of the day. None of that shit I was doing mean anything. I didn't get nothing from it, nothing. I neglected a lot of the stuff that I should have been up on. Especially with what, yeah. But that's what I got. A lot of knowledge to pass on to my son, because I didn't have it. You know what I mean? My mama did her best with me, but my mama never had no money. That was my biggest problem. I had money. My mama never had no money. Nobody around me ever had no money. So I ain't know what to do. I ain't know how to set myself up for success. And people would tell you things, but you don't know who to really trust or what to do. And then when I was really lost, I wasn't paying attention to anybody. You know what I mean? I was just doing what the fuck I wanted to do. So my son especially, but my daughters too. You know what I mean? Everybody's gonna be, you know, understand. You know, money at the end of the day means nothing. So don't base that shit on nothing other than you're getting your worth. If you're doing a job for somebody, you get your worth out of it. But it's other, you know, learn how to take care of it. Don't spend the money. My little homeboy, I work with his dad. He lived next door to my grandma for like 15 years. He's the manager at my job, one of the managers. His son, smart as hell, man. He just raised his boy right. The boy lived at home until he was like 22. Boy didn't spend no goddamn money, cuz. Nothing. He worked the whole time, just didn't spend money. He stayed at home, ate at home, let his parents buy that jet because his parents were giving it to him. You know what I mean? But he was respectful. He didn't bring nobody all in the house or crazy. Go to work and do his job. You know, he didn't go. He was in school a little bit too. Yeah, but now he moved out, and when he got his own place now. But before he moved out, he had $50,000 saved up in 3 years, just saving, working. You know what I mean? And, you know, that's how I want my kids, you know, I'm going to try my best to make sure y'all got a little something, because I already got my joint on the back end. Y'all get some money on the back end of this thing, because I set it up like that. But y'all need to make sure y'all in a position for yourselves, too. You know what I mean? Like, really understand it. You got to work for it, save it, get your credit right. Like, the boy got that money, and his credit is A1. You know what I mean? He's got like probably high 7, if not an 800 credit score at 25, 24 years old. And now you can't beat that with $50,000 in your bank account. Talking about the boy so smart, he had a girl. Look, the boy so smart, he's had the same girlfriend, right, for like 4 years, and he told his dad that the only reason he ain't married her because he don't want to lose all that money unless he knows, you know, she ain't gonna work, you know, they'll last forever. And she probably know it too. You got respect. You gotta respect it with the world we live in now. You know what I mean? It sucks, but hey, man, that's a lot. You know, that's something I'm building, and you know, people can change real quick. Slightest thing, you know, inconvenience, people will change in a split second. So you want to make sure. Me, my old lady, she can do what she want. Like, she leave me, I'm getting half. Cause what about that? You know what I mean? What's that shit called? You give the junk till they get married again, or for however long you gotta pay the alimony. Yeah, with my alimony, cause you making more than me, Jack. I sent you to school twice. Let me get some of that. Nah, I ain't going nowhere. At the end of the day, I don't even see it happen. Like, but I don't know what would really do it. Like, everybody argues and shit, but the stuff we argue about is just the same regular stupid stuff. Like, it really doesn't matter anything. We don't yell. It's just frustrating. Make fake arguments. Yeah, me and my wife don't argue. There's only one subject we've argued about, and it's been like that since day one. My wife is the only one to ever really, that I can remember, make me wait to get it. You know what I mean? I didn't get it. right off the bat, and that's why I kept coming back. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I want that. There's a reason I can't have it. Yo, you tripping? You holding on to the goods, and that's the only thing we argue about now. She's just not super highly sexual active. It's just how she is. And it's cool. It took me a long time to deal with that. But I used to deal with it was, fuck it, I'm gonna fuck this other bitch. And me in my head, I'm like, fuck it, I don't care about this bitch. But in her head, she thinking, he don't love me enough. You know what I mean? All that. That's not the case. And it's just nowadays, I don't even look at no other shorty though. I don't because God gave me goddamn 3 girls, man. And when I look at them, I be like, yo, bro, your daughter's like 12, bro. She's coming in the wing. You better trip. What you gonna do when a nigga looking at your daughter, bro? You know what I mean? What you gonna do then? I got a cheerleader, a little pretty cheerleader, light skin with my long good hair like I had. But hers is gonna be super long because she's grown it since birth. She ain't never had a haircut other than trimmed and stuff. So nah, yeah, I got her. And that's why God gave me all these girls, because I used to thought I was a little pimp, hit it and leave and shit. Lie to the girls. Kiss the girls, make them all cry, Nah. God was like, alright, so now when your daughter come home crying because her boyfriend had done something, you be wanting to you ready to do something to him, you better remember, you did the same goddamn thing. Same shit. And how you gonna try to do something to that little boy? He being a man. You understand, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's what I'm trying, man. I don't know everything. I'm trying to just be a good parent, and not even say better parent than my mama, because my mama was a great parent. She was the best. She had to do 2 jobs. You know what I mean? A lot of us got that going on. You know what I mean? Mom Duke worked double time, but I'm trying to work hard because I have the opportunity from what was given to me. Because I damn sure don't earn it. I didn't earn it. I did everything to fuck it up. But what's given to me right now, what I got the opportunity to raise my kids with my wife, my 4 kids, raise them, you know what I mean, in the same house with me there, waking up with me there every morning, you know what I mean, and I want to do that, you know what I mean. When you look out here, yeah, some bitches might have a nice ass, nice titties, whatever, fuck good, what, even if you got a good job, giving me money, like, what is you really doing for me, though? Like, I already got my 4 kids, what, you can't give me nothing bigger than that. I don't care what it is, nothing is gonna, what are you gonna give me? Other than, yeah, you can fuck my life up, other than another one, and, nah, why would I don't want none of that, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm good on all that. Why break up, the dynasty? We almost at the starting 5, you never know. My wife only 31, we got time, we might be able to finish the dynasty, and I might get my left tackle. You know what I mean? You never know. The blind side, I got my quarterback. I just want my left tackle. That's how I be feeling. I got with my luck, it'll be another girl, and I have to pick another A name and move on. Because all the girls, she done that. She did. All the girls start with the name A. And I be confused as hell, man, at the house, man. I ain't bullshitting. You get the one that fuss at somebody, that call somebody. The only one that's safe right now is the baby, because she got the easiest one. Her name Avery, so it's the baby Avery. I know that, and I ain't calling her for nothing. What she gonna do for me? She calling me, screaming, you know what I mean? But the rest of them, Ayana and Alyssa, man, I be confused as hell. And then when Avery's not a baby no more, it's gonna be super confusing, man. Like, I'm gonna be in the house, Avery, Alyssa, Ayana, man, one of y'all, come here, cuz. Come here. Yeah. As my son is good, you know what I mean, but he still get called a girl sometimes, but he get an A name, because I'm just so many. They all right. We outnumbered 4-2 here.
Just ran one for 89 yards, dog.
89. That's all right.
89-yard reception.
Browns looking alright. Oh, and that's my fantasy team. Let me check it out. I got Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham starting today. Did he throw the ball, or was it a punt return or something? Nice. And Boom was kicking my ass before this game. I probably still lose, but you know what I mean, I ain't going out like no bitch. Just to be honest, you know what I mean. But if they give me pass interference, I'm done with this game. Pass interference.
Yeah,
Suck.
he threw that motherfucker. But damn, he took off, man. He just took off. That motherfucker explosive. Yeah, that motherfucker was explosive.
Yeah, my
I
boy
mean,
just came in and told me he was going to bed too. Who left Coach Lee? Me? Nah, I left, but I came back, yeah. Oh boy. Nah, I got the Patriots. Yeah, I left because that dude Judge ran the same goddamn shit over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And then he just wouldn't let me pause to find out what the rule was, get it very late, figure it out, and then like he just kept doing it. And Coach was not I don't know, I guess he wasn't just responding how I wanted him to respond. So I quit the game in overtime, so it was a tie. Which was wrong. It definitely was wrong. That's why I didn't get the pick I should have gotten if he had broken for violating the rule. But it is what it is. I threw a dart right to this nigga.
man, Beckham to clean his act up. We got a nice cut. It ain't all different colors. He just looking. He looking like shit. I'm ready to play. Fuck.
They took that ass whooping last week.
Yeah, they did. 11 and then 12.
Nah, we're gonna go ahead and advance. Nah, we advance tomorrow. I didn't advance that night I was supposed to. I advanced at like 12 the next day when I got up because I was tired as hell. That's when I was caught sick for real. That's why I didn't get on. So we fell a day behind, but we advance tomorrow when I get home from practice. We'll be back on track then, you know what I mean? No, I'm thinking after this year I may put in where we don't advance Saturdays because that actually helps, you know what I mean?
Oh
With
yeah,
me.
Saturdays is good. It's a good day off.
Yeah.
You need a day off, man. You know, the way you can have it, you can have it where we advance on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it.
Mhm.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? And everybody will go for that because they know what days we advance on.
Mhm. Yeah, it don't
Be
sound
like,
bad.
yeah, and then you got the weekend to your motherfucking self. Motherfuckers ain't got to worry about motherfuckers sneaking in, getting a
Mhm.
win on the weekend. You advance Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's
Yeah,
nice. That's
definitely.
nice.
Yeah, definitely. That might be what it is. Damn, bro. Can I get one block and we making that play, cuz?
Hello?
Fucking old. I my little game against the
What?
computer.
I'm in the game, man. I'm playing my game. Yeah, man. What you say? Who went to the cellar? Uh, he went to the Dolphins. Who went to the Dolphins?
No, that's that bullshit right there.
Oh, he came to the Steelers.
Ah, damn it. Get there.
Where you at, man?
Tell you putting that gas in that Prius, man. Let me get 12. Let me get 735 on pump 3. I ain't bullshit, man. That time. Niggas
He
be
hung up on that note.
fucking. He hung up on it. He heard it.
He hung up on that note.
Oh, shit. That is funny, though. Fuck it. I don't care what he said. That's funny. 7:35, man. We gonna get that on pump, too. 7:35, man. Nah, he got down. He's matter of fact, he said, let me get them. He handed him a $10 bill. Let me get them Dutchess and put the rest on pump too. Oh shit. I don't know what kind of car. He be getting mad as hell when niggas say he drive the Prius. That's why I said the Prius. I don't know what car he drive right now. I think he had a Galant last time he said something. I don't know what he had. Or matter of fact, he had an LS. That's what it was, like the Lincoln LS joint. I think he said he had. Bro, what was that? We getting... this game, man. 7:35. He gonna hop on this shit, man. Fuck you about racing. I drive down that bitch. He come on here get mad. I'm gonna tell him, be like, yo, you probably could get here from where you live at in Virginia on 7:35 gas, cuz. So chill out. I ain't gonna fuck with him. the coasting down the highway, floating that bit. Once he get out that DC traffic that he not even in DC, just right there. Once he get past that, he good. He float down there, man. 7:35.
Damn, that was nasty. Bell showing his motherfucking skills.
Hey, Bell been showing up, man. I was telling my son watching about the third string. I said, man, that's the third string quarterback right there, man. So you got to be ready at all times. You never know. You starting right now. He's starting this year. Next year, he should, of course, probably not gonna start off starting. They got a backup. They starting quarterback at the age level. He above him. He 10, so he's moving up. But I know he got a backup. I think the backup looks better than him, actually. Better than the boy they got starting up there now. I told you, say, shoot, you can go get that starting spot, man. You play good enough, and everyone gonna tell you can't play. But you gotta earn it. Here you go, fatback. You got to earn it. You gotta work for it. You gotta be smarter. Like, gotta be smarter. That's what's my big thing with him. Like the athletic, the speed and all that stuff. If you train like you're supposed to, that stuff will naturally come. You know what I mean? You're so young right now. All that stuff, your body's growing. When you eat right, you train. You know, do your sit-ups, push-ups, work on your feet with the ladder like we do. You know, you'll naturally start getting stronger and faster. But right now, what you can control is your brain. You can be as smart as you want, man. It's all about how much time you put into it, how much reviewing, you know what I mean? Same thing with the books. Because your brain's growing rapidly, faster than any muscle. That's the biggest muscle you got, you know what I mean? That's the biggest, most important one. I don't know what they consider the biggest muscle, but it's the most important. Because put that gent to work. Let them know. And that's what he do right now. Like, he's a captain on offense and defense. On defense, he plays middle linebacker, and he moves his outside linebackers where they need to be before the play, so the coach can move the other kids where they got to go. Because you get a delay of game calls and flag if you're taking too long and the kids can't hike the ball because you're down there messing with the kids. So you got to be quick, boys. And we had too much of that going on. It has to be quicker than that. We had too much of that. Like, I was so disappointed in my running back fullback, because he just acted like he never played before. He didn't know where nothing was. I don't know what was going on. No, I don't know. He just do a blank, and then maybe I think it could have been a part that we only got 16 kids. They came out with like 40. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of kids, and it's a little intimidating when you're that young and stuff. Them kids, because and then at the end of the day, we haven't had the chance to practice live, like, because we only have 15, 16 kids at practice. During the week, we probably only got 14 there, average 12 average on the day. Last week we had most everybody there, so it's 16 kids each day. But that's not 11 on 11. You can't man it up every time. You know what I mean? Can't run against nothing. So they not used to pushing the kids. We can work on them steps and all that, but until they get in there and they, going through it, they not gonna, know what to do. And then the first game was just, it was an easy game. Them kids just were not ready that we played. They weren't that good. So this one was kind of misleading, you know what I mean? They misled a few of them. They thought they was just gonna be out there doing their thing. Like, nah, we played a team where the best way I look at it is the parents' houses up there is what's it called, $200,000, $300,000 houses, and it costs us $65 to buy into the league for them to play. Up there it's $200 to play on the team up there. They charge them parents $200 for each kid to be on that team. So that them parents are not just sign them up. Like a couple of our kids, they just sign them up, bring them out there. They may sit out there and everything, watch them, but they don't know football. They don't really care. They just try and get this kid something to do, so he not turned up at goddamn 9:45 at night. You know what I mean? When he trying to go to sleep. Huh? A must play. In this league, the way it was worded to us is that there is no rule that says every kid has to get in. They have to, but every kid tries to get in. You know what I mean? If it can. I know all them kids didn't play against us last week, but because they know but they have a B game as well. You know what I mean? For those players. Because if their team is that big, like next level, a lot of teams have B teams. Like they'll play Mondays, not that Saturday. You know what I mean? They play Mondays against another B team more than likely. But yeah. So, but in our gent, everyone gets in because we only got 16 people, man. We rotate them kids in, get them in. Like this game was tough. Everybody got in, but we didn't have no offense. We shut down their offense. They shut down our offense. We lost the game. My son threw an interception. He threw a pick six, and they scored 6 points. The ending score was 6-0. It was a good learning experience for my son. I hate to see him lose like that, but it's great for him at 7 years old to realize you cannot throw that ball, man. If you're not confident in it, do not throw it. Just take off with it. Take the sack if you have to. Like, because the dude was open, but the ball just came off his hand wrong, and it just kind of wobbled out. And the other boy made a great play, tracked it down, got it, took it to the house. It was right there. He didn't have to run far either. He only had to run like 15-yard interception return. You know what I mean? We was backed up. But he did good. He didn't put his head down because he went out there the very next play on the special team, or not the special team, but to stop the extra point, because they don't kick at that age. They don't even kick the next age. They just go for two. So they went out for two, and my son, he made the tackle at middle linebacker. The flag pull at middle linebacker to stop the play. So he didn't put it. I told him don't. I tried after the game. My coach was out there, and we had met with my coach when I went to talk to the boys. And I took him over there. I said, I told you he was gonna come see you. He was like, yeah. And I said, ask him how many interceptions the quarterback that's probably the best quarterback my high school ever had. He broke almost every record there is in Virginia passing. Like Russell Wilson and him played the same time, and Russell Wilson has only got like 2 of the records. My boy got the rest of them. You know what I mean? And I was like, ask him how many interceptions he threw. You know what I mean? In his first season. My coach was like, yeah, don't worry about it. It happens, man. It was a great throw. You know what I mean? So you got an arm. You just got, it just came off wrong. But it was a great read. It was a great throw. So, give him that little confidence. And then what really, I guess kind of surprised me, but none of the kids was like beating him up. Like nobody was like, oh, come on, SJ. No. You know what I mean? After the game, I didn't hear one of the kids say, you know what I mean, oh, we lost it because SJ threw that pick. No, they understand that we lost that game because we didn't score a touchdown. We had plenty of opportunities to score. You know what I mean? We had 8 plays after that interception was thrown. We didn't score because our offensive line mainly didn't want to block, and kids were running the wrong way. We were just making bad decisions. So this week is tough. And but we got 2 teams in there with it. Like we got so there's another team. So that we had, like, if we had everybody together, we would have had 30 whatever kids, 16 and 16. We'd have had that many kids together. But we separated them, and we didn't even separate. I think they should have separated them like 7-year-olds together and do a JV, like the B squad. You know what I mean? and had boys who's 5 and 6, because you can play when you're 5 as long as you turn 6 during the season. So I got 3 5-year-olds on my team. You know how difficult it is to explain anything to a 5-year-old? I don't care if he's just about to turn 6, but that is difficult, man. Like my boy, but my son, but that's where everybody credits SJ, because SJ was like this last year. Like he just, oh my God, that's not a flag. This league, he got these injured. This thing, all this stuff turned up way too high, man. I understand it's part of the game, but it makes people, it just makes them do certain things because of it. No, the punt basically gets spotted at half many yards. I don't know exactly if it's a yardage to go to or what, but they place the ball on the other side or something, so many yards away from where that we got to. Yeah. Next level they punt though, I think. Yeah, next level they punt. And they can kick field goals next year. I believe we probably could kick a field goal, but ain't nobody kicking no field goal on a flag, unless you just got like the next goddamn whatever your Pat McAfee or something back there, you trying to work his leg out. You know what I mean? Other than that, anybody punting. I mean, they not punting, and they don't. There is no punts, but they're not gonna kick no field goal. They're just gonna go for 2 every time. Another player offense from I think that's what, like 5-yard line probably, maybe close to 3-yard line. Whatever. Matter of fact, that hash mark, whatever it is on the field, that's where whatever the extra point line is. Hit that tackle, though. But yeah, man, I'm ready for this week, yo. I gotta go to work in the morning, but I get off at 2. Get a good goddamn, get some good practice in. That's not a touchdown. That's my ball. Yep. I think I get my quarterbacks. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably get I'll probably get the quarterbacks for a little bit to work my back up.
Who did they kill? Who did Miami send over there to Pittsburgh? The quarterback?
I don't know. I heard somebody talking about something. I didn't see nothing yet. I mean, my phone probably went off my phone.
They had to get a quarterback. They got 3 first rounds. Damn. They had to get a first round for him.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I went to throw it and got sacked. Bro, that's the game right there. That's crazy. That's a horrible throw. It's the same route we've been running all game, goddamn, when we get to it. And you do it like that when it matters. There you go, big boy. He dropped that too. That's how you hit, young boy. That's a good stat. Boy. Another big hit. Come on, make him drop that. Me? Yeah. Yeah, it's only a minute left. Just a computer and coach league. Oh, y'all just all just gonna hit stick and miss, huh? Y'all trash. I get that sack and done that shit. Computer hit me with the same play. back to back to back. What I'm talking about with the interception, them stats. Took that sack.
What quarter you in?
I finished mine.
You finished?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I got a minute before. I thought I started before your ass.
You did. I just ran the ball. I mean, I played the whole game, but we just got up and just ran it out. Yeah, I got that, John. I'm about to hop on a little bit before I go to bed. Yeah, it's decent. I ain't played a whole bunch. I made it to my team with my player. I'm just playing through that. I ain't even played like a regular game or nothing. Like I just like the my player thing for real. So I'm doing that. Word. I'm still down 25 points. Yeah, because I just O.J. Howard was my tight end. He didn't even have a catch. Got 0. My team not that good for
I thought
real.
you was done.
No, I'm talking about my fantasy league. I didn't get the draft. This was the only one I'm in. I didn't even get the draft. I got the pick was Odell Beckham and Baker Mayfield. I was at work when they did the draft. That's all good though. I ain't put no money in this shit or nothing. I just ain't had time this year.